Hi, I am Wael Alharbi, Assistant Professor of Computer Assisted Language Learning at Yanbu English Language and Preparatory Year Institute in Saudi Arabia. Um, First of all, I would like to thank Global Awards on Artificial Intelligence and Robotics um, for allowing me to share my thoughts and share my findings of the study I conducted on the use of artificial intelligence in English as a foreign language classroom with a wider audience in the world. Not only they allowed me to share my findings with a greater community, they also contribute actually to the dissemination of the knowledge and um, enhancing the artificial intelligence science and technology. We all know that artificial intelligence is getting in every aspect of our lives these days. And with the coming few years, it is expected that artificial intelligence will be part of each and every process in humanity as part of the fourth and the fifth industrial revolution. Encouraging researchers and scholars by engaging them in scholarly research and enhancing their findings and getting them engaged in such awards not only help them become better researchers, but also it encourages others actually to listen and probably learn and take the lead at some point in changing the way they look at things. And in my case, for example, I come from applied linguistics background, computer-assisted language learning. And I believe whenever I try to shift interest from computer-assisted language learning to artificial intelligence enabled learning or powered learning, my perspective on life and on the future of education and knowledge dissemination has changed dramatically. Actually, we are in a process now where we are figuring out what's going to happen in the future because artificial intelligence is there. It is in every house. It is in every classroom. In my research, for example, I explored 4 types of writing assistance tools that are already in use in many institutions around the world. The use of these technologies in the 104 papers we reviewed in the study, for which I was nominated for this global award, all the tools were used by students without supervision or without the consent of the institutions where these students were engaged in the learning process. And this shows the size actually of the matter when students are getting these tools into the classroom, that these tools that has the power of artificial intelligence, and without the consent of their teachers and the institutions, as I said, they are producing some work that is done by these tools, and sometimes we're getting grades and we're getting evaluated on the work they did not produce. The kind of help these tools and have potential, actually the potential these tools have in the everyday life in general and in education in particular is great. And we should not keep a close eye on this. We should be knowledgeable about these tools. Educators in particular should be aware and researchers as well should be aware about these tools. And the shift, I would say, from the current and the day-to-day kind of research that we usually conduct in terms of use of technology in the classroom should take into consideration artificial intelligence, because with the invention of GPT-3 now and the text generators. As I said, students are generating human-like language production that cannot be detected by plagiarism detectors. Instead of fighting the use of artificial intelligence in our life, fearing that that will endanger a thing or another, some people think it will endanger the future of our profession, the jobs, and some of them they think that it endangers integrity. I think instead of that, we should have a more wider view of the matter, where we really get engaged in the investigation of the use and the application of this wonderful technology, the artificial intelligence. Because if we know and we learn well how this technology can help, we can make it our friend, not our foe. And the research I conducted and upon which I was given this award, the conclusion was we need to adopt two kinds of perspectives in terms of artificial intelligence. Instead of ignoring the existence or blocking the use of this technology, it was found and recommended by researchers who conducted these researches and studies that they can be indispensable tools in helping students become better learners, more independent learners in a time where they need to not only look for the information, but they need to develop the information themselves. So getting engaged with this award actually helps a lot because it reaches a wider community, and it only shows how important it is to look at artificial intelligence from different perspectives. Giving me this opportunity is something I really appreciate and I highly admire. And I really wish to see my peers also try to not neglect what they are doing, but to actually be more inclusive in a sense where they try to look from another perspective to things when it comes to artificial intelligence and the applications of artificial intelligence. From where I come from in education in particular, because it's one, but obviously there are plenty and countless venues for the use of artificial intelligence. Once again, thank you so much for this opportunity, and with the hope that I will be part of another endeavor with global awards on artificial intelligence and robotics. Thank you so much.